Welcome to Now You Know BC. I'm Bob Kronbauer, also known as BC Bob. And on this show, I introduce you to interesting people, places to go, things to see, things that have happened in the past. You will hear our collective stories. And this week, we're talking about trees. I grew up surrounded by them, as most of us did. Trees in our yard, trees in playgrounds and schoolyards, trees everywhere while camping on the weekends with my family. And on the flip side, my Uncle Bill started a sawmill decades ago that's still run by my family and which my dad worked at when I was a kid. In fact, a lot of people in my family work there. I've got a deep appreciation for trees as something we all enjoy and that we need to survive, and also as a renewable resource that keeps food on the table for a lot of families in BC. Let's dig in. Did you know that a guy once took possession of an island right off Tofino, cleared all the old growth trees off of it except for one, which he cut all the branches from and added a platform to the top so he could hang out on it? It's true. Fred Tibbs was his name, and there's a bunch of stuff named after him in Tofino. There's even a condo development named in his honor, even though he died in 1921, long before condo stratas were even invented. The island is called Arnett Island, also known as Dream Island, also known as Castle Island or Tibbs Island, and it's just a few hundred meters off of the shores of downtown Tofino. If you're there and you just look directly out, there it is. Tibbs was the first settler to live on this little island. In 1912, he preempted the land, meaning that the government gave it to him for a crazy bargain on the condition that he improve it, which back then meant clear the trees from it and make it more livable. So he did that, and he built a 4-story castle on it for himself. He was known as an eccentric, and one of the eccentric things that he did was leave a single tree standing right in the middle of the island. It was a 100-foot tall spruce, and he cut all the limbs off of it, built a ladder, and then up the entire thing he would climb to a little platform that was at the top of it. He was known to sit up there and throw dynamite off of it on special occasions. He played his cornet so that the entire town could hear it from across the water, but mostly he was playing it for his two love interests, Alma Arnett and Olive Garrard. They apparently had no interest in him, but that didn't stop him from pursuing them and leaving the island to them after his untimely death in 1921 at age 35. Alma Arnett was willed the island itself, and Olive Garrard was given the castle which stood on it, and Tibbs died a tragic death on the job. After returning from the war, he worked lighting the beacons in the harbor every night. One night while he was doing this, he fell off his skiff and into the water, and although he was a good swimmer, reportedly, the tides took his little boat just out of his reach. He ended up being found dead on the shore of a nearby island by some indigenous folks who were there harvesting clams at the time. His old island is now covered in huge trees. It's all grown back and there's a cabin on it. It's private property, so don't go there, but if you're feeling adventurous and you've got access to a boat, you can go see his grave on nearby Morpheus Island. Back in the day, they didn't want to take up land in Tofino with cemeteries. So they built one on this nearby island, which is just a hop from Tibbs's island. My friend Jeremy Koreski once took me there on his boat, and it's just off a little trail from the beach. I got to see Tibbs's grave along with the graves of a lot of the people who would have heard him playing that cornet and blowing that dynamite off over 100 years ago. And now you know. Coming up next, I'm going to talk to an urban lumberjack.